big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, don't make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
What? 180!
66! Here we go. Check 99! Check 99!
First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go. Pick it up, G. Kill.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Now Goff. He'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here, too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Yeah, he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 29-yard line.
Look, 180!
Stay with your man.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quan Alexander in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
A 38-yard.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go, here we go.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald with a sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, LA! Gerald Everett, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. Oh, good move. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo, and he's going to go down again. Aaron Donald able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here comes the 49ers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's taken to the 26. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. The the LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap for Goff. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Goff now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Henderson now on 1st and 10. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
A play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. Touchdown, LA! Gerald Everett. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. Garoppolo now. First down throw. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Gain of 15. First down, San Francisco.
Here we go. Here we go.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. 49ers, nothing.
Here we go. 180.
Championship, baby.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Sensational he was last week, over 200 yards, and the simple quote that we saw this week was, keep him in front of us. They're going to have to do that.
And when they say that, it means tackling him after the catch. Because once he makes the catch, you may catch it in front. But if you don't tackle him, he's behind you at that point, and that's how he racks up the big yardage.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
At the 6-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On play action, now Garoppolo. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. A little short pass. This is Everett. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. They run the toss with Henderson. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
I'm scared.
On 2nd and 9, Goff, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Goff. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another 1st down. Goff now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. Room here to run. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Goff now looking to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we
The
go, here we go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
What do you think, Brandon? I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Go to the 180. Hey, tight. DC.
Goff on the draw play to Henderson. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. Now they've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Now this is fielded in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Niners will take over at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
On 2nd down and 4, Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down.
First down, San Francisco.
Matchbox light.
Garoppolo on first down. And that's complete to McCaffrey. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo escaping the pressure right to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Garoppolo. This is caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go!
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
You're not ready. Check 3. Value 3. Value 3.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 3rd and 4.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Now it's gone. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his legs.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now Garoppolo. Got a man, that's Trent Sherfield. A gain of 6 there on first.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And this one complete to Smith. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route. But he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 28.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Another run, this time McCaffrey. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here we go, here we go.
Right here, right here.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
Here we go.
First down, San Francisco.
Well, fellas, here we go.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Now Garoppolo lost the football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well. So now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football. Taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Goff. They'll find Everett there, complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 31. And that's complete to Colts. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down at about the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in the big lumber to pick up that first down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense. We're at the goal line offense that time getting it done. Garoppolo looks to throw. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Los Angeles.
Here we go, here we go.
A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Garoppolo to try again on second down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
And the 49ers first down.
Here we go.
Garoppolo, 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The Niners on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Open man here is Hamilton. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Here we go.
And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
First down, 49ers.
Here we go, here we go.
So
here we go.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
2, 2,
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on second down. Garoppolo. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Niners on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. Here it's 3rd and 3. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Dante Pettis, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the 49ers get a score closer. Gold with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Touchdown, L.A. Tom Gurley, 79 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Hey, Charlie.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Dante Pettis, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Tighten up. Check three.
Again, it's Henderson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Rams on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Goff. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check. Lucky.
Here's Henderson. They find some open field here. A huge play that time for the Rams. 41 yards on the ground.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
180.
Check the backer.
Another carry now for Edmonds. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. The Rams on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Goff now to throw. And he's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Ebukam able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Here we go.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th, now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Ebukam able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack on 1st down, Garoppolo now a desperation throw deep, and it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they